heat on. We live. Jason Beecher, Brother Kevin, Brother Mike, Greg, everybody in the house tonight. How are we fine fellers? Fellerettes, if there's fellerettes in here yet. Ooh, fellas, it's cold. Got the heat going. Got me a big old cup of tea. Yibbo. Hot tea, not sweet tea. Ooh. We have got a little bit of a show tonight. Kind of pre-gamed this one a little bit to make sure it would work. Not so much to not show me fail, but more so didn't want to waste my time trying to fool with it. So, Brother Chuck in the house. So y'all bear with me. We'll get right to it. Jason Beecher, I don't know if I said hi yet, but hi. Brother Chuck, hi. Daniel. Oh, sweet. Appreciate you, Daniel. Those are awfully kind words. Appreciate you, Mike. All right. So, we were fooling with this Kabar the other day, and I put it down before I got frustrated with it because I couldn't quite get it to go. So kind of pre-gamed it this afternoon. Had an idea this afternoon as far as like how to compress springs and get the blades in there and lined up. So I kind of pre-gamed it, dry fitted, and then I took it all back together. So now we can, instead of wasting time trying to figure it out, I can actually show the whole process. Jesus is turning. Oh no. I've got a crucifix that hangs on my desk, and the Jesus part of it has fell off. Oh, Lord. I'll have to find him. He's on the bench somewhere, I'm sure. Building back on there. So, a little bit of tape. Yes, sir, it is, Chuck. We're going to get it. We're going to get her put back together. Got my pins. Got it figured out how to compress the springs to make sure everything lines up and all that. So, said I pre-gamed it. So, a little bit of painter's tape and 50 cents. We're going to get it together. So, when I popped it apart, it kind of splayed out a little bit. So, I want to make sure that everything stays together. So, when we compress the springs and put the blades in, it doesn't all go wonky. So what I'm going to do, oh yeah, Chuck, I told you we'd get to it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to tape the pivot end together just to keep our tolerances just enough to get it all fit together. Then we'll take the tape off, peen it all that. So actually worked out pretty good. I was thinking about it today when I was sitting in the office, somewhat bored. Yeah, 50 cents, big money. So what I've done is we're going to tape it back together just to keep everything make it easier to put it all together. I'm going to cut little windows open where the pin goes, and then we'll put it all together. So hope all of you fellers are doing all right this evening. Hope everybody is prepared for this god-awful cold snap we got coming. I was looking this afternoon because we got to go to Georgia Saturday, and making sure, because we got to go over Mont Eagle. I want to make sure that everything can be copacetic to cross the mountain. And I know y'all I'd give him a piece of my mind, Chuck, if it was me. Somebody talked me into buying something like this and then having to get a fella to fix it, and you're without your knife, and god dang, man, I tell you, just useless. He caught you not looking. That's right, Chuck. We gonna get you right though, brother. Don't worry about that. What's up, Charles from East Texas? Let me get back in the WJF marketing. Welcome, brother. Hadn't seen you around in a little bit. Shadow. A couple of names I can't pronounce because I can't read the language, but welcome. Oh, from Greece. Welcome, brother. Tennessee, United States. That's where we're at. Yeah, Greg, it's going to get rowdy up north, man. Plain King, welcome. If y'all see me looking this way, I've got my iPad with the chat up, so. Oh, shit, Chuck, I know, man. Me and Mike have actually talked about that already, so that's why I'm kind of giving him the beans, so to say. So what we've got to fight with is we have to compress the springs back down in order to get the blades to go in into the bolster area and into the pivots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 quarters in each channel, and then we'll clamp it in the vise. I'll show you, but we'll clamp it in the vise and then tighten the vise down, and the quarters are going to push against the springs, and then they'll bottom out against the back here, on the spine, up against the vise jaw. And then the blades will go in, and it'll just take a little fooling. And I'll show you another trick about getting your pins through there that'll make it a little easier than trying to beat them in and all that. So let's get at it. I would do this over on the big vise, but I've got something clamped in it. I've got a slip clamped in it because the glue was cold, or I glued it. See if I can get y'all in here a little closer. How's that? That works. Better not. Chuck, if it makes you feel better, I did not pay for this repair. God dang, Mike. Chucky offered, though. All right, so I got my quarters down on each side of that middle divider, that middle liner. Oh, there's brother Nate. I don't know if I'm just seeing you, Nate. Big E in the house, come on. So, and then I'm going to take a little bit of blue painter's tape and just to hold the quarters in there to keep them from rolling around, because I've only got 2 hands and one of them's about 75% today. So the painter's tape is my fourth and fifth hand. So let's get it show side up, because I have a diagram of which way the blades go back in. So can y'all see that? A good view? Did you send the money through courier? JC's lurking. Hey JC, what's up, brother? Ron Swanson. Yeah, I guess you could call me Ron Swanson, I guess. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna clamp her down. then I can peel the tape back here on the end, and I can see when my springs are compressed enough. Like I said, I pre-gamed this earlier just so I could kind of get the process, and then took it all back apart so I could show you all the process. So I did not want to waste any time tonight. All right, so I can see my springs. They are compressed all the way. So here's my diagram. If you're looking at the show side, which this is the side, this is the show side, Skinner blade is up front, which will be right here. She'll go in right there. And then this is the trick that I was telling y'all about. Here's my pin. And I got my pin sharpened, all right? I'm gonna chuck the pin up in a little drill. I do it on my, you can do this on a Dremel, but I didn't feel like swapping out my collet on the Dremel. For one, this will give you something to hold the pin with, okay? And then you can also turn the drill on, and as it spins with that tip, it'll help line everything up. Just like that. Then all you do is you take your drill off. Bam. No beating and banging, no hitting with the hammer. Easy peasy. And that's how I put a pin in. Ain't no big deal. So now what we will do is we'll take the quarters out. Design and technology. Plain King, I think I saw earlier you were saying this looks like your D&T class. Yeah, kind of a D&T class for pocket knives. Are you making Damascus steel? No, I am not making Damascus steel. I do not have a forge or anything. So what you can do here is you can clamp.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? 23 zip Notre Dame.
Ooh, real? Oh, damn, that game's on tonight, isn't it?
So far, 23 zip Notre
Hey,
Dame.
I'm about it. Daggone. What? How far of the game is it?
I don't know. Well, let me see what quarter it's in.
23-0 Notre Dame over Georgia.
First quarter. Oh wait, no. This is third quarter. Yeah. Third quarter.
Third quarter?
Third quarter.
Third quarter, 23-0 Notre Dame. If y'all didn't know, I'm a Notre Dame boy, so.
We know.
Come on.
I'm a UGA girl, but I'm rooting for them Danes.
Yeah, boy. What's up, Justin? Let's see here. I like antler handles. Yeah, Eric, we do some antler handles here. Done a couple. I've actually got one that we are about to do some more work on. So what I want to do is I'm going to clamp this end, and then I'm going to peen this end. And once it's good and peened, I'll tap it on down, and then I'll flip it over, cut it, and then peen this end. And then once all that's together, I'll walk you through the next process. You told me that you were going to beat the pen like a redhead girlfriend. Don't start with me, Jason. Don't start with me. I have some burl for you. I'll get in the mail soon. All right, Justin. So what I didn't show before all of this is I chamfered these holes in the bolsters. And basically what that did, instead of having a stick straight hole, it's got a recess in the top. So when you peen that pin over, it fills that recess in. So when you sand all that flush, the pin stays retained. So it's almost like a like a recessed screw head, but there's no screw head, if that makes sense. Where are you from, my good man? Imperator, I am from Tennessee. Eric, yeah, I think that was the 25 OT or 125 OT. Can I be your YouTube worker, please? Just like Jason. I've got enough moderators. I need your products tips when I get done with this knife I'm building. Mike, I'm nowhere a pro. I am not a pro. I have messed up more stuff than I care to talk about. Matter of fact, I messed up Terry's knife and I've got to completely redo it. So here is what is left of his handle, and I was putting it together. We'll do a little side quest. I was putting it together and needed to recess the hole for the Chicago screw in the wood, and when I went to recess it with my bit caught and blew through this handle, that liner, and went through the blade wasn't in there, went through the other liner and the other handle and just destroyed all of it. So now I have to remake liners and redo this whole thing. So trial and error, man, trial and error. So what I'm gonna do now, I've got my pin peened enough, y'all can see it. I'm gonna open my gap on my vise, and then I'm just gonna tap that down, just like that. That's all you need. You don't need to be nothing crazy. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this other side and then file it down to about probably somewhere between a 1/16 and an 1/8 of an inch. And then we'll peen that side. But when we peen this side, we're gonna have to rest this side on the anvil and then just peen it, and we just got to peen it until it's all the way down. We'll keep checking our fitment on our blades as far as like how tight it is. But if you do this and you get one too tight before you sand and everything, you can actually get work a razor blade in there, and it'll open the space up between the liners and the blades just enough where it'll loosen up your blade action. So yep, Tennessee's not bad. It's getting crowded, but it ain't bad. So let's see here. I'm just gonna cut it flush with a pair of these cutters. Just a pair of needle nose. I mean, it's nickel silver. It's not like it's stainless or even like piano wire. Keep forgetting to put my big files back in the. Let's see here. You see me. The only way you mess up is not by even. Yeah, Eric, you got that right, man. And I have tried and I have messed up. I have a box of leather goods where I have tried and messed up, and I keep them so I can look back at them and know where I started from. So now that I've cut it, I'm just going to file it flush so when we peen it, it peens even, and then we'll move on. All right, that's good. I have 1 or 2 of those propane heaters. Yeah, I've just got the one, Jason. It works all right for in here. I don't know how well it's going to do next week. May have to move this show inside to the kitchen table. May do some leather work inside in the kitchen at the kitchen table. I can kind of move in there and on our little live shows. So, all right. Let me put a little bit of tape on the top of this anvil just to maybe help keep it from marring too bad. What's up, Marco? You Green Beret. I am not a Green Beret, nor am I Navy SEAL, Mike. Let's go ahead. I'm going to get the tape off of these blades. Now, the only issue this knife's going to have when it leaves here is this Skinner blade has a bend in it. And if it was my knife, I would attempt to fix it, but it is not my knife. And I would seriously, seriously hate to do more damage than good. The fella whose knife this is said it's not going to be like a big user or anything. He just got it to kind of more of a put-up showpiece kind of thing, I guess. I think that's what he said. Chuck, if you're still here and if that's what you told me, let me know. If not, correct me. But the bend's not horrible, so... Flesh of my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart. Do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. Dutch, I like that one. That's a good one. Yeah, you're gonna put it up. Okay, Chuck. Well, she'll look good. I mean, it'll work. I just don't want to do any more damage than I have to, if that makes sense. See, she's just a little snug. And that may loosen up with oil. Have you ever watched you making Manual Man? I am repairing a knife. It's what I'm working on. Get some tea. So we're peened on that side. We're peened on that side. Should be good. Well, Greg, I appreciate you, brother. Glad you come back. Let's see here. Still got a snap. Like I said, there's a little bit of a bend, and Chuck had told me about it, and I told Chuck that I didn't want to risk messing it up, but it just falls a little bit on that liner. The other problem is, Chuck, I don't know if you noticed it, but the tip right here hits back spring down there. So I can fix that. What I'll do is if you want, I can reprofile that just a little bit where it won't hit that. And then later on, if it's something that we want to go back and fix the bend, or if you know somebody that can fix it, then it'll be all right. So the main blade is a little snug. Let me see if a little oil will fix it, and if not, we'll space it out. What's up, Sean? Welcome, brother. But she ain't got no blade wobble. It's coming back a little bit. Do you have to anneal it to straighten it? Liquid mass, yeah, somewhat. You can heat them up until they're gold, until the metal is a golden color, and then try to straighten it. But this is a real slight bend. It's almost a bow. And I just don't, not that I'm not confident. It's not my knife. I don't want to break it. I mean, that's just all there is to it. So, and we'll leave it at that. Yeah, it could have been bent from skinning. Somebody may have gotten it in there, and it could be twisted too. It maybe not be bowed. It could have a little twist in it. All right, so I'm gonna take a razor blade and just kind of tap it down in there, in between that clip point and that liner, and it'll loosen it up ever so slightly. Still won't have any blade. There it goes. She's getting there. Probably needs a good soak in the mineral oil, and I think once I do get all this sanded and filed and everything, I'll probably soak it for a day or so. It'll help that Stagalon. I guess that's Stagalon. Did Kabar use Stagalon? I can't remember. So and probably what I should have done is polish the tangs on these blades before I put it all back together. But me being me, I just didn't think about it. So now we got to do it the hard way. I think it got twisted by someone who didn't know how to. Yeah, Chuck, for sure. I know this wasn't yours. I know this was an eBay purchase. So yeah, I bet that's what happened. Because I've got a Frontier. Got two Frontiers actually that are the big like 110 sides that are twisted like that, and it's right at the tip. So that's probably all it was. So let's get to filing these bolsters, leveling them out, and then we'll sand them and get everything even. And then it will go in the mineral oil and soak. Dennis Whipple. What's up, Dennis Whipple? Yeah, I think next week will be a good week to do some leather work. I've got a couple of slips to do if I get the stuff in to do them. Had to order some dye and excuse me, another stamp for a certain for one of the slips that the fella wanted. So, and I ordered some green dye because had a guy order a green slip, and I didn't have any green dye. So, all right, so that's good and secure. And all we're gonna do is just slightly hit the top of this rounded over bolster, and then I'll move into a smaller file, and then we'll go into some sandpaper. But if you just take your time and sneak up on it, you won't have No problems. And just in case y'all were wondering, I am not an expert, but I have watched YouTube videos. Just so you know. Just so you know. Aaron, how you doing? Just now getting back home from work, so get my stuff together. I'm listening. All right, Dennis, you listen, brother. Trying to look just right to get the glare off this bolster so I can metal finish. You don't really metal, when you metal finish, you don't really metal finish to feel, you metal finish to how the light reflects over the surface. So that is what I am looking at. I think we're there. There we go. Let me double check this side. I think we could go a little bit more on that side. Now, I will say, before we got started on this, and the way Chuck bought it was, looked like somebody had tried to whoop on it with some rocks or something, and the bolsters were not in the best of shape. So I'm having to work with what we got as far as what's on the bolsters. Back my heat up a little bit. There we go. And the only thing I didn't do was prep my sandpaper. I don't have any 600, but it is close by. You are, no, you are Mike. Oh, Lord. YouTube certified. You got that right. I don't know about ASE, but we're pretty daggone close around Cheers, you know what I'm saying? Let's Say, I know I had a razor knife somewhere. So we're gonna start with 600. And really all the 600 is gonna do is we are, not glue, just trying to get all the dings and divots and get a smooth surface. And then we can go from there. About to say, I know I got some dadgum blue paper towels somewhere. No, that's the pin, or what that is. We'll sand on a little bit more. We're almost there on the 600. $100 people and 34 likes. I think we could probably get up to 50 likes this evening. If y'all ain't smashed that like button, if you don't mind, I sure would appreciate it. Helps the algorithms out a little bit if you play that game. All right, there's just a little bit of a, we'll see if that polishes out, and if not, I'll assess it at another time. That's another piece of 600. Chris will give me that knife before he sells it. Wait, who's... All right, now I gotta catch up. Oh, maybe not. All right, a little bit of oil. had a mishap on YouTube. I say a mishap. I was getting all of my stuff together now that I was hitting all the thresholds to be quote unquote monetized. Trying to get everything together for my channel memberships. Well, apparently I filled something out wrong on one of the Google Docs that I had to do. God dang, hot. And if anything goes awry on YouTube, it's 30 days before it gets resolved. Doesn't matter. So I have to wait 30 days in order to retry filling this stuff out. So I'm hoping by the end of January, I'll have that sorted, and then it has to be approved through YouTube. So I'm hoping by the end of February, everything will be good. And, well, once I apply for it, the memberships will open back up. And then, hopefully by the end of February, we'll have our first membership, giveaway. And if y'all didn't know, hadn't heard, from the last time I talked about it, memberships are $5 a month, and there is a giveaway every month for channel members. And it could be a knife, could be a custom knife, could be some custom leather work, custom slips, belt sheath, wallet, all stuff made on this channel. So keep an eye out for that. Once it's good to go again, I'll make a post officially announcing it. I never did that before. Had a couple of really good buddies, good friends of the channel, other YouTubers. They became members, founding members of the channel or membership. I don't know what you would call it. And then that whole Google Doc thing happened, and then it all got shut down. So, but have no fear, that is still in the works. And as soon as that's figured out and done, I'll get the merch store up and going. And it's not going to be much. It's going to be short sleeve shirt, long sleeve t-shirt, and a hat. And we'll start with that. And if that goes good, we'll expand it into other stuff, hoodies, whatever. So there may be members only, like a members only shirt or something. I don't know. Sky's kind of the limit with that. So man, it's almost there. Let me show you where we're at. So there's one side, and that's just through 600. You can still see, if you catch the light just right, you can still see just a little edge of the pin. And then this side, it's the same. So gonna continue sanding, but I don't know if it's just a low spot and the pin was still high or what. But tell you what, it's a hell of a lot better than it was. That is for sure. Get rid of this vise. I need to sit closer to the table anyways. What's up, cornbread? What you know good, old boy? Oh, James finally show up. What's up, James? I don't know if I'm just seeing you or what, but glad you are here, sir. Gee man, what's up? Welcome. Anybody else I'm missing? Welcome. Just off work watching Big Mike. Yeah, man. We've repinned this old Kabar folding hunter. She was in pretty rough shape. The pin was short on one side, proud on the other, and we've got her repinned. Pins are fairly flush. There's still just a little bit, still just a little bit where you can see it. Don't know if we'll be able to get rid of that or not, but she is a lot better than she was. So, bolsters were all banged up real bad. Well, there's old Travis. What's up, brother Travis? Let me get a piece of 1000 grit. And we'll start working up through the grits, and then if we need to drop back into a heavier grit, guess what? We'll drop back into a heavier grit. Ain't no big deal. No big deal at all. If for some reason y'all didn't know, the knife shift used to be Travis the Case Guy. Well, Travis has decided he needed to rebrand, which I think was good. Rebrand his channel, and he is kind of going another route. So y'all go make sure that you're following Travis the Case and Travis the Case Guy, the knife shift, and anybody else on this chat. Good fellas. Sounds like the mailman. I wonder if somebody's going to run out there and get that for me. The informed delivery said I had a package. Whether or not that's true or not, I don't know. There's 1,000. We'll do some 1,200. Then I think we'll move on. Tell you, the good thing about this nickel silver is it don't take much to sand it. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Hey, guys.
Oh.
Hey, guys. Hee-hoo.
Hee-hoo, thank you.
Hey, guys.
Oh, good Lord, that's heavy. Sean, good night, brother. What is this? Jacob Glassner. Oh, let's take y'all want to take a mail call break? We'll take a mail call break. I could use a mail call break. Look here. Bam. Got that old Stormtrooper. That's one of them saltwater knives, I think is what old Big Jim refers to them. Says it's got a little salt water on it. But I tell you what, I dadgum good knife for $5. Jerry Phillips in the house. So this is a 47 pattern. I want to say it's a 1979, I think. Oh, son. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Yep, that's a 1 dot, barely a 1 dot. Let's see how. Yeah. That's a little weak. I kind of got this for parts, but I don't know. Blades are in really good shape. This is a 1979 60. Oh no, it wouldn't be a 62. It was 63. Yellow Delrin is 4. Is it 4.3? It'd be 4.3. Shoot, I don't know. Anyway, 47 pattern, Yellow Delrin, 1979. So she may get fixed on. I'm not sure what's going on. The main blade has plenty of snap. But the spay and the sheep's foot, which are in good shape, they're a little soft. So I don't know if it's just cruddy or what, but somebody had carved a cross into it. I really just like the look of the blades. The blades have a really good look to them. So 3347 HP right there. That's what that is. So there's that knife. I have some other 47s that I don't know. I may put them together and make a good one. Not sure. So Brother Sean, Watch City Knives, sent me a box. And I have no idea what's in it. He kind of told me what was in it, but I have no idea. So I'm going to get... Actually, you know, I'll just turn it upside down and open it. Brother Sean, I have not forgotten your stickers. I have a laundry list of sticker swaps I need to get mailed out. The holidays absolutely slowed me down. Oh my good Lord. There's all sorts of stuff in here. Now he did say a bunch of this is for my daughter Ollie, so what was that? Hold on. I think everything in this little bag is for my daughter. And then there's all sorts of stuff in here. Oh, good Lord. So Sean sent a bunch of coloring books and crayons and I mean all sorts of stuff for the girls. I'll see if Tori wants to partake in this, Sean. Brother, Sean, thank you. Thank you very much. I will get Ollie, and if Tori wants to partake, Tori's a little older, she's 12. When I send you your stickers and stuff, they're going to put a little something in there for you, brother. Man, this is awesome, Sean. It's one thing to do something nice for me, but to do something nice for my kids, that means more than anything to me. And before I start crying, I'm going to stop. As y'all know, I'm going to cry. All right. I think that's everything out of the box. So let's see here. There are, looks like some really cool, oh God, rechargeable flashlights. Look at that. That is cool. Look at that. That's awesome, Sean. There's a little charging cord, a little charging dongle. I think that's probably, I think he sent them for the, did you send them for the girls, Sean? Yes. We'll put that, I'm going to put all this back in the box. And I'll take it in when the live is over. Sean, thank you. Thank you very much. That was too kind of you, sir. Too kind. All right. Now, Let's see what's in here. Let's look at this little sheath right here. Look at that little sheath. Got a little, looks like the, what does that say on it? Does it say something? I can't read it. Let's look in here. Ooh, look at that. That looks like a little saddle horn. Look at that. I don't know if that's bone. Look at that. That right there is a sweet little knife. Look how pretty that bone is. If that's bone, that's gorgeous. I really like that. Doesn't have any kind of maker's mark or anything. That's fine. That's a sharp knife. I like that. I'll, if I can, I'll see if the girls want to fight over it. We'll have about, look, did you hear that snap? God dang. Look at it, look at it. Bam! Jesus. That's a snap and a half. I probably will have to fight the girls over that one, Sean, but if I can win, I'm going to probably keep it myself. But if not, I'll let them fight over it. Shh. They'll hear me talking about it, and they'll come out here and get it. All right, what's in this little bag? Sean, brother, look at that. Did we talk about this, Sean? Look at that. That's one of those All-American series. I have all of them but this one. And I am pretty sure that was a display. Look at that. Man. Sean, thank you very much. I have the other two. I have the big one that's like the 110 size, and then I have the medium size one. I can't remember the names, the numbers. This is the AA31, and I have the other two that are the next two sizes up, and there's only 3 in that set. So, man, Sean, uh-oh.
It's funny you thought that knife was going to be yours.
Damn it. God dang. Look at that. Look. God dang. Sean, thank you. Look at that. I've got the other two in this series. The other two, I didn't have this one.
Oh, cool.
Look, it was a display. To order more of these knives, that's the number you would call.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that cool? Sean, thank you, brother. Jason Beecher saying hi. They plotting on you, Mike. I know. North American Hunting Club. I don't know if that's what's in the box or not.
What?
Do you gotta go back inside?
No, I'm not going back inside. I'm done. I'm off.
Quit it! Wait, hold on.
I'm not gonna take it.
Look here.
I'm gonna fight.
Look here. Look at that. That is a Schrade. That is an 80TY. Man, look at that. That's one of them yellow Delrin ones. I dig that. I said at the beginning of the year, at the end of the year last year, that I'm really going to concentrate on old timers, which I mean Schrade, and my birth year and all that. Well, look at that. Look at the fit and finish on that knife. Look at that. That right there, that's sharp right there. I like that. Look at that. You like it? Mm-hmm. Ooh. Wait a second. Mike said spousal abuse.
Never.
What is this one? All that one says, this one says it's just got a USA stamp on it. I think the ones that had just the USA on it, I want to say it was the Novelty Knife Company. If one of y'all know for sure, let me know. But I think that's what that is. Alicia, you can take him down. Yeah, she can take me down.
Watch the knives.
Yes, sir. I'll let both the girls collect knives. So we may end up, there may be a fight when I take all these back inside of who gets what.
Oh, no.
Ooh, I know what that is. That's a Frost. Is it? Scott Cutco USA, Manchester, Ohio. I've never heard of one of these. Never heard of this manufacturer. Ah, little trapper. That is cool. You hear that snap?
Mm-hmm.
Man. Novelty knife is correct. May be made by Imperial though. Yeah, Frush. That's kind of what I was thinking. All right, so this is there's another one in there.
That's mine.
Is hiding.
I called dibs.
You called. God dang.
I called dibs.
North American Hunting Club Hunting Heritage Collection. Boy, look at that. Look how pretty that bone is on that handle. Look at that. Got the half serrated blade. Got the etching. Boy. Another damn poacher's coming out here.
What we calling dibs on?
I called dibs. Dibs.
Got a sheath for it.
What we calling dibs on?
That.
I want that.
Look
No.
at there.
No, that one's mine.
Nice leather sheath.
I called dibs.
Right there. How about that? That is cool. Sean, thank you very much.
You, look now. That I called dibs on that one.
Now that I know you'll let the little ones have knives or collect knives, it will be easier to send next one. And don't tell me that don't send nothing line. Okay, Sean. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
All right, Tori. Which one you want, baby? God dang, the two of them. God bless.
Open that one up, Tori.
All right, well, then these two can be Ollie's.
Hang on.
Jeez. They sneaking behind my back, Sean. They sneaking behind my back.
Do you want that or do you want one of those?
This is what happens. When knives come in, I get pounced.
Hey, who found that case knife? Me. You can't have the case.
No, that goes with the,
Goes
yeah,
with
that
this.
goes with that. You want
That's
that
the
one?
you want?
Okay.
Okay. He can make you a slip for it.
Oh yeah, so Adelie's brother Kobe wants to split. I said it's gonna cost you,
$50.
right?
I
He
said
said-
it takes time and effort.
All right, let's see here. Greetings from Georgia. Rosa, welcome. Man, Mike, you ain't gonna have Travis. I ain't gonna have nothing left.
I found a case knife.
She found my hammerhead that I carried today.
And
She found it at the pawn shop.
I said,
and
ooh, that's pretty. And he goes, oh, I like that. If it hadn't been for me, he'd have never saw it. I should have just kept my mouth shut. Because now he won't let me have it.
Oh, I gotta get back to work.
Okay, you get back to work.
All right.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Ow, don't bite me.
She's a biter.
God dang. All right. Back to work. Y'all go back inside. I love you.
Tell me how to live my life.
Yeah, right.
love you.
No.
No.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Okay, fine. I apologize.
Okay, behave.
Sean, thank you, brother. I appreciate it more than I can tell you. Thank you, sir. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program before I get emotional. So, working on 1,000 grit on these bolsters. That was a nice little side quest. A little mail call. Girls got stuff. Girls stole stuff. God dang. And it's not just the little girls. Alicia's is just as bad. Just as bad. John, I appreciate it, brother. It ain't all sunshine and rainbows, just like any family, but we do our best, man. Do our best. Emma Geary, am I just seeing you in here? Is it your bedtime yet? No, it ain't bedtime for Emma yet. Sean, her name is Ollie. Ollie. If email me, brother, and I'll give you everybody's names and stuff. Just help remind me to email you, because I will surely forget. Actually, I need to sand. Can't remember if Chuck said he wanted to clean and polish on this or if he wanted me to. Go to bed, Emma. World famous Michael Hale. Oh, he changed his name. Hey, I just noticed that. Mike, we are, I had to repin this Kabar folding hunter. Came in from a good friend of mine, and the pin was recessed on one side and had gotten proud on the other, and somebody had whooped on it with a hammer, and so he asked me if I could repin it, and by God, we repinned it. And now we are just making sure they're as flush as they can be. And we'll kick it on down the road. She ain't perfect, but she's still pretty. Still got a lot of life left. I mean, them blades ain't hurt whatsoever. So be nice to give this one her dignity back and make her usable again. Yeah, she's at her mama's tonight, Sean. But she should be here. I'm trying to think. Maybe Saturday, I think is when. I don't know. She kind of comes and goes. We don't really have we kind of have a set schedule. But if something's going on the weekends at her mama's house, she'll stay there. If I got something over here, she'll come over here. So, and it helps that me and her mom just live right at a mile apart. So, and we work really well together for her. So she should be back over here on the weekend. So just stay tuned. She'll probably pop in either if I do a live Saturday, which I probably will, or Sunday. I'll make sure she comes out here. Everybody's already fussing at Emma to go to bed. Ending Echoes, it is a Kabar. I forget what the number is, the model number is, if it even says. I think it's just a folding hunter. I don't think there's a model. Oh, 11, Kabar 1184. Sitting here. So y'all all sitting together and you're yelling at her on the chat. That sounds about right. I don't really want to sand. There's some down on this end bolster, some pretty good ding dongs. So I'm not going to. Ooh, why is that so crooked? That may be what's wrong with it right there. We're gonna have to make another pin. Well, god dang it. I don't think I chamfered it enough. The liners were offset when I whooped on it. It revealed its issue, so I might take this all back apart and do it again. Oh, damn. I need to chamfer. What this is telling me is my chamfer wasn't deep enough, so my chamfer was like this, and it probably needed to be more like that. Well, you live and you learn, I reckon. Let me find my punch. Maybe clean up a little bit. We'll take us back apart. I don't know. How long have we been on? 72 minutes? Yeah. Don't let them sell out, Chris. Cornbread speaking the ultimate knowledge. Get a big hammer. No. That's what happened to it before, and I don't want to do any more damage to this knife. So what I'm going to do is take it all back apart and redo it again. Just how it is. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Now if I can just find my punch. I put them up over here somewhere, I thought. There they are. So, show y'all how we do this, because I didn't show you on the I didn't show how to take this one apart, so it's not going to take much. Just like that. Come right out. The good thing about that is I can chamfer all these the way they need to be chamfered instead of leaving it how it was. And I can probably clean the inside of the channels right there. It all popped right back apart. So, so what I'm gonna do is I got two of these. I got one that's a little steeper, one that's a little shallow. I think what we need to do is use the shallow one. If I take too much, then the pin's not going to be big enough. Why are you apologizing? Don't apologize for this knife. It's going to be right before it leaves here. See, that already looks better. Got a better chamfer on it. Now we can really peen the daggum thing. Hey, Mike. Did you save the flashlights in the clear bag for Ollie? Yes, sir. I'll save those for Ollie. But she's got this knife. I'll give her, and then that little bone sway back, little single blade knife. I'll make sure she gets those. All right. Oh, good thing I ordered a lot of pin material. Knives and pizza. Old trade Uncle Henry single blade with an old school liner lock with a massive blade play. Is it fixable? Yes, sir. It is fixable. Anything's fixable. If that's something you're interested in me fixing, just email me. My email is in my homepage, or you can find me on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, same thing. Make cutlery great again. We can talk about it. I'm all about those family knives like that. They need, if it's fixable, we're gonna fix it. So let's get together on that. I'm just glad I know that I gotta send something for everyone next time. Sean, man, it's all right, man. A lot of that was just goofing around, but you sent plenty. Don't even think that you didn't. That more than enough. You say pocket knife around here, and people tend to go crazy. Not just me. We all go knife hunting. His wife's life just seen double barrel video. Oh yeah, that double barrel video is pretty cool. I still got my files. So all I'm doing here is sharpening the tip of this the pin. Who you cheating on us with, Chris? I'm bouncing back and forth. Chuck that down a little bit. Cut down the bouncing. Oh, is Ryan live? All right. And really, it's just going to go back together like it did before. I mean, no real drama. Just sucks I went through all the only bad part about it is all the time I spent sanding and everything. But I mean, it's just part of it. You want a good product, you got to make sure it's right. So we're going to make sure it's right for old Chuck. On 3 screens again. Huh. I didn't know Ryan was doing a live tonight. That's cool. Glad to see Ryan back at it. Where's my quarters? But I think after this, fellas, after we get it back together and everything peened back over, I think I'm gonna call it a night. We weren't having such a good time. I would have probably called it a night after this mishap, but hell, what are you gonna do? Ain't No sense in sitting around and moping and being sad about it. We're just gonna fix it and move on. Y'all just get to watch the process again. Oh, I gotta cut the bandito. Make tittles creative again. Not sure what that means, but okay. Gluck, gluck. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. I was just about to do it myself. No time for that mess. So, knife's back apart. We're gonna get it right. Gonna get it right. I think we should be in better shape this time around. Got a better chamfer on our bolsters, and it should be better overall product. I'll take it apart 3 times. I don't care. I mean, I won't do it on this live, but we're gonna get her right. Gonna get her right. I have been known to take a knife apart 4 or 5 times before it's right. So that knife I did for Ryan a while back, after y'all saw it finished, it went back apart again because I didn't like the way the bolsters looked, and redid the whole thing. So that's just how I am. The OCD kicks in, and that's that. All right. Springs are bottomed out. Show side was the Skinner up top. Oh. Hair care tips. Soap and water. And then pomade. That's about it. Easy peasy. What is that? Like I got a little bit of nickel silver in the... Maybe? There.
3 minutes left.
What's the score?
23-10.
With 3 minutes?
3 minutes left.
Touchdown, Jesus. All right. I'm getting updates for the Notre Dame game. So, just like before, using my drill to hold the pin. This bottom one in first. back together again. And all the drill did was help kind of line everything up. So just like before, take it all, untape it all again. Only turn the drill, yeah, 4 RPM. It don't take much. I mean, it was lined up, but the smaller knives are a bigger pain in the butt to get right. Nope, I needed more room on that end. Oh, get back together. Let's see how that looks. Not quite. Needs a little more peening. You want a cow, half pint, they live better lives than us. Man, ain't that the truth? know if it's a daggum optical illusion. Jim, this is a Kabar. Trying to repin it, and it's not cooperating. Where's my... I just had my darn... There it is. My carry, finch, hellfire, and muskrat. Oh, we need to do an old pocket dump, don't we? I'm carrying a bunch of dang old 2 knives today. A little $5 I don't know what people are calling it. Not the bug out killer, because that was the orange one. The Stormtrooper, I guess, from Walmart, $5. And also, this is a Rough Rider. And this is an older one because it's got the 2 R's. This is a swayback trapper, I think is what it's called. Carbon steel. It's got a coating on the blade. That I'm not sure if I want to take it off or leave it on. Carried on that today. Just some good old, just a dadgum good budget knife. I mean, I've got cases that don't have this fit and finish that this thing does. This is what it is. You know, this is what it is. So let's get to peening this. Try this again. No, James, I did not. I never saw the white ones here. And I only ever saw one of the orange ones, and that's the one I got. The only reason I even got the white one is because Jim at Hunting, Fishing, Praying sent me one. Hope that filled in that chamfer. I think it did. Out of stock, but shows the colors. But this shows the colors. Oh, okay. Only one I'm looking for is if they make another one in D2. Yeah, the that orange one, the bug out killer, was in D2. I think that was the only one they did that was D2. File that down a little more. $96. I think that's all I'm gonna do. Oh, the new one's D2 as well. We just got the orange ones, and locally still no white ones. When I had those D2 ones, I went looking through 5 different Walmarts in 2 different states. Yeah, Sean, that's how it was here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the county, and I looked at all 5 of them, and none of them had the orange the first time I looked for the orange, and none of them had the white ones. And then I finally found an orange one the last time I went looking, and I was going to be done. So it's, I don't know, man. It's weird how that works. Did the damn bolster come loose? Yeah, sure enough did. Oh, damn. Well, that's how you got to get them put together, Justin. You got to whoop on them a little bit. I think that's as good as it's going to get, though. I tell you what, I ain't gonna push my luck no more tonight. I think we're gonna call that one good. 100 minutes. About all I got. I think 64. 64. So green and black bug out killer available online. Just got both. So repinned again. I think we got a better peen. Still good snap. There's the Skinner blade. And I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a night on that. And looky there. The Skinner blade is right down Broadway. Huh. I think it was just an alignment issue. What it seems like to me. So next time we come out, we will get this sanded again. It won't take as long next time. So we'll get her finished out. We'll polish up everything and send her on down the road. So, do you think the Benchmade quality justifies the price? No, Split Shot. If you're wanting me to get on the Benchmade or Spyderco wagon, that ain't gonna happen. That's too much money for a tool. So, I guess I'm gonna have to go online and buy me one of them bug out killers. Fellas, fellerettes, I appreciate you. I hope all y'all have a good night, and we will talk to y'all next time. Peace.